It is an honor and a privilege to sit next to you right now.
Oh, God bless you.
Okay, this movie sat in the screening. My producer's here with me. She was like, you were dying. I was cracking up. It was so good. There was teary moments, stuff that we didn't know about Rudy Ray Moore, and just to see how the cast was together. And at the very end credits for your brother, Charlie Murphy, to dedicate the film to him. And is that true that he was the first person to introduce you to Dolemite?
Absolutely, yeah. Back in the 70s, he came home from the movie theaters. He had just seen The Human Tornado, and he was like, man, you got to see The Human Tornado.
When you talk to your brother back then and you see what you did today with this film and what people are going to take from it, what do you want us to get from it as viewers? Because Dolemite, not knowing the whole backstory behind it, it was a difficult time.
Yeah, I want people to realize what an inspirational figure this person was, and that nobody's the person that you see on the screen.
Right.
You know, that's a persona. And this guy was really a guerrilla filmmaker, you know. And his biggest talent was that he believed in himself, because he wasn't the most talented, and he's not the best looking.
Right.
He doesn't have any of the stuff that make a person a star.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any of that stuff, but he believes in himself, you know.
Were there moments in your career, and I'm sure there was, even not speaking to you before, where you felt like that your character, where you're like, there's these projects that I really want to put out, especially in your early stand-up days?
No, I never got met with the resistance that Rudy Ray Moore had. The only thing I ever auditioned for in my life was Saturday Night Live when I'm 18 years old, and then things kind of fell together. Just like the first movie I did is a movie called 48 Hours. I'm 20 years old when I make that movie, and then Trading Places and Beverly Hills Cop are all within 2-3 years of each other. So things kind of happened really. I had a really quick rise in the business. Totally opposite of Rudy Ray Moore.
Of what he had to deal with.
Yeah.
There's this moment from 30 Rock. I don't know if you're a fan, if you watch. Obviously, you know it's SNL cast too. But Liz Lemon goes and she looks in the mirror and she starts slapping her. She's like, get it together. Did you have those moments? Like you said, you were 20. This is still new to you, but you were prepared, I feel like. But did you ever have those moments where you're like, I gotta get it together, just don't think about the outside stuff?
No, when I was in it, when I was 20 years old, I kind of was like taking it all for granted. It was like things, whatever was happening, I kind of took it for granted. And then when I got older, I looked back on it and was like, wow. But when I was in it, it was just kind of like, you know, it's supposed to turn into this, right? We're supposed to be. Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I thought that's just what it was. You know?
For those who are not knowing the depth of this and they come to see the film, what just the one thing that you could say, if you could, one thing about Rudy that you would say that you'd give to everybody?
That what Rudy's greatest gift was that he believed in himself, and that's the most important thing in whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to be. If you have that, you're ahead of the game. That's the most important thing. That's bigger than talent. That's bigger than looks. If you believe in it, you make it happen. Every now and then you see like a movie title on the screen. Every now and then I'll see something and be like, what? Like the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Right. And you'd be like, how the did they even make a movie like this? It's like somebody somewhere just believed in his Killer Tomato story and went and pitched that to where they got the movie made.
Yeah.
You know, and Rudy is that guy. He's like, he believes in himself.
Absolutely. Beyond this, let me just make sure I get it right. Netflix special coming up, theater tour, obviously new films, and everyone's prayers have been answered. You're coming
theater
back.
Tour?
Yeah, does that happen, or am I lying?
Oh no, that's stand-up.
Okay,
I'm going to be in a theater.
Okay.
Are we
going to Broadway?
No, I'm going to be in a stadiums. It's going to be global. We're going to go all around the world and do Now they got it. Over the last 25 years, stand-up comedy went from being this little fringe thing. When I first started, being a stand-up comic was like being a magician or a ventriloquist or something like that. And now it's like mainstream. Stand-up comic is the you could be, you know, the main attraction. And they're comedians you've never heard of that never had a movie, and never been on a TV series that, you know, could sell out the Garden 3 nights
Right.
and, you know, make $30 million a year. And it's global, so stand-up turned into this big, giant global thing now. Yeah.
Beyond stand-up, beyond everything you're doing, in the lights and everyone that's seeing you and going out to watch you, you got a big family.
Yeah.
You're a papa, you're a grandpapa.
I'm a grandpapa, a freshly made grandpapa.
What do you want your grandchildren to call you? Or do we have a name? Do your kids have a name for you?
We only have one, and she's
Yeah.
not talking yet, but when she talks, she's going to call me Papa.
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 We like that.
Because Grandpa don't even sound right. Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa. That's how grandpas look. So I'm going to be Papa.
If you love that video, you're going to love everything on the Access YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button. You can thank me later. Hit it. Now. Thanks.